But what is clear to anyone who has two eyes is that in whatever responses we have had to the coronavirus, there is a double standard when it comes to practice of faith. And that is a big problem. How is it that in the 8 months of the coronavirus, how is it that in San Francisco you're allowed to go to bars and strip clubs, but the cathedral for Catholics that seats over 2,000 people can only seat one member at a time praying, or you're breaking the law? And how does that make any sort of sense? It doesn't, right? How come we had protests? And I'm not getting into it what one way or the other, what side you come down on, but we had protests that were against racism and against police brutality, and through the actions of certain individuals or organizations, how come we saw all across the country how quickly some of those things turned into an excuse to decapitate statues of saints like Saint Junipero Serra, and statues of the Sacred Heart, and statues of the Blessed Mother, decapitate them, cover them in red paint, and spray swastikas on the side of church buildings? How does that in any way relate to police brutality or racism? It doesn't. It's an excuse for the powers of this age to try to shut down the gospel and to try to claim that Christ is not king. That's what's going on, and it needs to be called out, and it needs to end and to stop.